Also interesting, since the beginning of this year, our average home price has actually trended down. How's it going, guys? I'm Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 17th of February, and I'm coming to you from Las Vegas. There's a big Keller Williams convention here this week in the Mandalay Bay. That's where I'm staying. We call it KW Family Reunion. I'm signed up for a lot of good classes to hopefully learn how to be a better realtor this week. But I did take the time this morning to look at the data on our market in Utah, like I always do on Mondays, so I can bring it to you right here. So just like always, I'll give you my nuanced opinion of what the numbers mean, and then I'll pull the numbers right up and show you on the charts that I plug them in on so that you can see the trends of how things are moving in Utah's housing market. Let's check it out. Basically, we have a continuation of the same story we've seen since the outset of 2025 for Utah's housing market right now. Inventory, the number of homes sold each week, and the number of homes currently under contract, those all continue to trend up, which we would not expect to see until March or April of any given spring. Both buyer and seller activity are on the rise right from the beginning of 2025. Now, this last week saw CPI inflation data come out on Wednesday, and we're interested in that because of its effect on interest rates. And the rates went up when the data came out on Wednesday, and then they whipped right back down when more data came out on inflation the following 2 days. So last week ended, and we still see the markets where last week ended on interest rates because markets close over the weekend, and today is President's Day, a national holiday. But we're now at the lowest interest rates we've had since the beginning of the year. Also interesting, since the beginning of this year, our average home price has actually trended down. That almost never happens in Utah across a course of several weeks. You know, it's variable, it goes up and down, but for it to actually trend down steadily across the course of weeks into months, that's very unusual. It's nice for home buyers for home prices to be trending down. Just know that with spring on its way and the data already looking like spring is here, I wouldn't expect that trend to continue in a meaningful way for very long at all. All right, let's look at these numbers. Here's where things are in the Utah housing market as of February 17th, 2025. Current inventory stands at 9,584, up again from the previous week, continuing its upward trend. This last week's average days on market for homes that are actively being sold came to 76, so that's up 4 days from the previous week. This is clearly still trending up throughout winter, as we would typically expect. This prior week's average list price came to $674,787, up a tick from the previous week, but as I said, this is actually trending down since December of 24. Now, the prior week's average sold price is below average list price, and that came to $659,841. And so the difference between average list price and average sold price came to $14,946, still in favor of the buyer. Importantly, median sold price is still significantly below average sold price, telling us that typically the buyer's experience for a home in Utah is below what the average home price is. So this prior week median sold price came to $499,900, which is more telling of a Utah buyer's experience. The number of homes sold last week came to 522, still showing a downtrend from the beginning of this chart, from the beginning of quarter 4 of last year, but definitely still clearly trending up across the last 2 months. And the number of homes currently under contract comes to 4,554, which is down by 4 from the previous week, but clearly still trending up from the beginning of the year. Last week, the number of price reductions our market saw for homes that are sitting on the market actively came to 945, which is up from the prior week, trending up over the last couple of months, trending down from the beginning of quarter 4, as you can see. And last week, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled or expired or withdrawn from the MLS came to 314, down from the previous week. We actually see this trending moderately down now. It's been trending extraordinarily even for a long time, and now it looks to be trending down. When the markets closed on Friday, interest rates stood at 6.96%, down a touch from the previous week for a consistent downtrend since the beginning of this year, and finally sub 7% again. And that is it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry we've got slightly less quality lighting here, but I'm doing what I can in a hotel room. If you have any questions about any of the information in this video, video or the way it's been presented, feel free to hit me in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. And if you or anybody you know is moving in Utah in the coming months, I hope you're comfortable reaching out to me because I'm going to be happy to work with you. My clients know what the market looks like. My clients know what to expect. My clients know what's happening next in the course of a transaction. My clients are never blindsided by what happens, and I consider it my job to make the moving process as stress-free as possible for you. Now remember that if you want to stay updated on the Utah housing market of right now, not the housing market the way it looked last quarter or last year, but right now and the direction of the trends right now, you won't find a better way than to hit that subscribe and stay up on it with me from week to week. Thanks for watching this week, guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye.